Right, back on Fiona. We've replaced our backing plate. This one came from a vendor. It's a used one. Everything's intact. Got everything assembled. Just need to tighten up here. Put our cotter pin in. About to put gear oil in the diff. I'll put the plug in. Everything in the rear suspension is done, minus brake lines now once I fill that with oil.
That I just looked at in the JK Pioneer catalog, because that was 35 millimeters, I think.
Yeah.
And this one says it's 45.
Yeah, it's right there in the... So these are the...
So it should be a ½ inch difference.
Steering box output shaft seal. Not even close. Wick. You found these when you were doing the cables?
Yep.
With some little control cables. You got some of the ends. Pretty neat.
Tape these up and blast them. Blast the housings clean.
Neat stuff. I wonder if I can send this with. Alright, we are cleaned and ready for paint. Everything is masked here under the hood. And we're going to touch up with our chassis black down there. And then under hood black all in here. Nice and sealed. Alright, here's our heater core. Back from our friends at Bob's Radiator. Gary took and cleaned it and pressure tested it and flow tested it. He says it works amazing and it's good to go. So we're gonna just hit it with a little bit of Eastwood Radiator Black and that'll be ready to go back in. Right, cleaned, prepped, and painted. Looks good in here now. No dirty, scuzzy, rusty, yucky. Just nice. I like it, Wick. Do you like it?
Love it.
Alright, Wick says he loves it. That's approval.
Probably put our own rubber in there.
Wicky tested it and he says it works.
Yeah, it blows nice. It's nice and cool. I had to spin it backwards, but it does spin freely.
It's old, but it works.
Shocking.
Bitchin'. Alright, so we've got our throttle pedal assembly / throttle linkage in that Wick did the amazing job of putting in grease zerks so it would no longer bind. So she's installed, ready to roll for when the motor comes. Next step, we're going to be putting in most of our steering. We're waiting on this seal still, which I'll have that next time. Chris over at AutoZone. Shout out to Chris getting that figured out and found. That guy can find things that doesn't exist. Him and Charlie both. But Charlie's been at the parts store since I was like 2. Anyway, on to the next.